All right. Good evening, everybody, or good morning, wherever you're joining us from. It's good to have us here. So basically, the first thing that or the last thing we talked about was how to connect our broker. And this class, I will also be going through it because I think people had like a little hassle on how to connect their brokers. And after this class, I would like us to start making deposits to our account so that we can actively start trading. Even if we don't start this week, but hopefully I'm looking to start sending in trades, but I want to start sending it when everybody collectively understands how it works so that some people don't miss out. So latest Monday, we should all be on the same page and actively trading. So I'm coming back here to show us how to do this, our login and everything. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you see the XM broker. We have the XM broker, and I sent the link to the group. I want to believe everybody has seen the link. I haven't tagged the link. So if you are new, please create an account with the broker. First thing you want to do is click on that link. The first video that I attached, that I pinned in the group has how to, register. It is right there. One of the mentees here actually shared the screen and we're able to go through it. I did a very good cut and join to make sure that everything is simplified. So if you go through it, you will understand how to click on the link. But make sure you click on the link so that we can be on the same page. I keep saying it. Now, when you click on the link, you register with the broker, create your login, you'll get here. So I'm going to log in now. Log in now. Make sure you are doing that on your own end. Hmm. There's an error. All right. Now, this is how it looks like. Once you are here, you get logged in perfectly. This is me, I'm logged in. Now, immediately you log in, you have an account already created for you by the broker, which is real. You see the real account, right? And one of the things I wanted us to do today, or I wanted us to do in the last class, was to create a demo account that we can use to now start testing how the taking of signals would be. So with what I'm looking at it, by Monday, I think Monday should be the right time because we're going to test taking those signals on a demo account first, just to be sure that everybody understands it. You get it? Just to be sure that everybody understands it. So the first thing first you want to do is connect it. Now, somebody reached out to me today and was like, oh, the server you used was so and so. But this was the server that was given. Now, there is a unique server for every single person. So the server they will give me might not be the same server they will give you. Just like you are going to the bank to open an account, the account type they will give you might not be the same account type they will give to me. So everybody is unique to their own server. We can be on the same server, but not necessarily. You get, we can be on the same server, but not necessarily. So the first thing you want to do when you open that account is to come to this place that says manage. Now you can see here when you click the top, you see reel. That reel, you click on it, and it takes you to your accounts that you have. You still have the Ultralo account, have the standard account. This standard account was automatically created for me by the broker. The Ultralo account was the account I created myself. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do I create this Ultralo account? All you have to do is simply come to this bottom here. You see the plus sign. You want to click on that plus sign. Click on the plus sign here, new account. When you click on the plus sign, it asks you, do you want a real account or a demo account? If it's a real account, you click on the real account. Now, you choose your account type. Is it MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4? Pick MetaTrader 5 because it's MetaTrader 5 that I'm using, MetaTrader 5. Now, it's going to ask you what kind of account. Do you want the standard, the micro, the ultra low standard, the ultra low micro shares? Now, I like the ultra low standard account because the spread is very tight. Now, for those that do not understand the importance of spread, it means that by the time you execute your trade, it will not be long before you move into profit because the lines is tight. But on the standard account, it might take a while before you get into profit. Now, this is the pro and con of the standard account. The standard account, by the time you execute, it might take a while before you get into profit. But whatever amount you deposit, whether you deposit $50 or $100, they are going to give you an extra credit. Sometimes, since it's your first deposit, it might be 100% credit. So if you deposit $100, they'll give you an extra $100 for you to trade with. Remember, the extra $100 is not a withdrawable balance, but a tradable balance. So even if you lose your first $100, you still have an extra $100. So if you put it together, you have $200. Are you getting it? So they give you an extra equity for you to be able to trade with, but it is not a withdrawable balance. It is a tradable balance. That is for the standard. But trades you enter will not immediately go into profit. Unlike the ultra low standard account, the spread is so tight. So once you execute it, it will not be long before it starts trading in profit. But you do not get any bonus. If you deposit $100, it's $100 that is going to reflect no extra, nothing, no bonus. So it is left for you to decide which one you want. But for me, I like the ultra low standard because in as much as I like the bonus, I like my trades to move in profit quickly. Because the instruments we are dealing with, gold and Nasdaq, they are very, very fast. And you need them to move in profit as quickly as possible. So you can choose the ultra low account. By the time you choose your ultra low account and you press continue, it's going to ask you for the leverage. What leverage do you want? Now set the leverage to the highest, which is the 1:1000 leverage. 1:1000. Always make it the highest leverage, 1:1000. 1:1000. Set it. Then you see the currencies. We have USD, you have Euro, you have GBP, you have AUD, you have ZAR, you have SGD. So if you want pounds, you set it on pounds. If you want euro, you set it on euro. If you want dollars, you set it on dollars. But me, I like dollars, so I'm going to set it on dollars. You get? So ultra low standard. Then enter partner code. So if you have our partner code, just click on the partner code and enter into it. I sent the partner code there. If you click on the pin message, you will see the partner code. It's right there, 2Q9HM. 2Q9HM. Click on it and put it. Then you press continue. You get? You press continue. Now, you see, when you are done and you have gotten to this level, they ask you for your trading account password. You get? So for the trading account password, you need to come here and write a password you can remember. Put in a password of your own. This is where people make mistake. If you forget this password and you're trying to log in, it will tell you invalid account. So you come here, you put in a password that you can remember. Make sure it is a password you can remember, and then you press complete. Can you see? Thanks for creating a real account. It is completed. Look at the accounts here now. By the time you click on real, it's going to come out. Now you can say I have two Trello accounts. This is the new one I just created. Now, the new one I just created, if I want to access it, you click on manage. Click on what? On manage. Now, when you click on manage, you get account information, change leverage, change account name, change trading password. There are so many things you can do here. But you want to click on account information. Now, when you click on account information, you can see it says the server is XM Global MT55. That is the server I was given with the MT ID 918555554. The Ultralo account, that's the name. My leverage is set. I've not made anything. That's why it is like this. Now, if I want to log this in, remember you have to download the MetaTrader 5 app. See, if you can understand me so far, please just type one in the comment section just to be sure. Type one, type one, type one, type one, type one. Kelvin, I said a password you can remember. When you create the account, you are going to be asked to create a password. So that password, put a password you can remember. That is the password for the account you just created. Don't get yourself confused, please. So now remember you need your MT5. You have to now log into what? To your MetaTrader 5. Are you getting me? You log into your MetaTrader 5. This is where the phone login in comes in. Now you have to go to your phone. Just give me a second. All right. So the next thing you need to do is to take all this information and go to your MT5. So I will stop sharing this account, join on my phone here, because I don't know if I show it, it might not show exactly. I don't know how you'll be seeing it. So I want to share the screen of this phone so that we can see it step by step. Please and please, I want us to follow. Please follow step by step. If you don't have the MetaTrader 5 app, download it right now on your phone. Go ahead and download it now. So I'll stop sharing here. All right. So I'm here right now in the meeting. If you can hear me, just type one, please. If you can hear me, type one. Type one, type one, type one. All right, it's good that everybody can hear me. So I'm just going to go ahead right now and share my screen. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So first thing first you want to do is click on MetaTrader 5. Now you have the app opened up. The app is opened. Do not forget that we need our server. Remember, we already have our account information down, right? So you click on the plus sign right there. There's always a plus sign at the top. You click on the plus sign, then you search for XM. Search for XM Global Limited. You click on the XM Global Limited. Now you can see here the server I was given was XM Global MT57. Meanwhile, in my account information, the server I was asked to use was MT55. So I come to MT55. Yours might be MT57. Yours might be MT59. Yours might be MT514. It depends on what is in your account information. So mine is MT55 and I'll choose MT55. Then I'll also choose the login. I was given a login. The login is the MT ID in your account information. So the MT ID in your account information, you click on it. I have this as my MT ID. And then the password. Remember, when I created this account, I was asked to create a password. Now, that password I created, that is the password I'm going to use to log in right now. Sign in. And you can see right now, I'm signed in. Signed in right now. I'm signed in right now. You can see. I'm signed in. Now, after you are signed in, the next thing you want to do is click on this pencil here at the top and remove all of these codes. Remove all of them. Remove everything. Remove everything. Delete. Now, I want you to put just two. We're going to have only two codes here. And the codes will be, remember, the code is what you are seeing at the bottom. Codes. This code here at the bottom. Go to search. Now, the codes we are going to add here, we're going to click on derivatives. Now, in derivatives, we'll click on sports metals ultra low. You will see gold. Click on the gold, you add it. Now, when you add the gold, you go back to cash. Still on the same derivatives, mind you, derivatives, you click on cash. Now, in cash, you see cash indices. You click on cash indices. Now, where we have the cash indices, you go down and you add the US 100 cash. By the time you click on it, you go back. These are the two instruments we are going to be trading during the course of this um copy trading program. Just these two. I'm not looking for much. Just these two. They are quick, fast. We're in and out of our trades and we're good to go. Just these two. And remember to pick the highest leverage. Now, I want us to go and create a demo account. Demo account that we'll use to practice before next week. So right now, let me stop sharing for this account. Then go back so that I'll create the demo.
Then go
Then
back
go
so
back
I'll
so I'll
create the
create the
demo
demo
account.
account. So the next thing we're going to do, now, right, is share and go back to our page. I hope we are following up, please. Now, in coming back to our page, we're about to create a demo account that we'll be using for practice till next week. So it means that today, on Thursday and Friday, we're going to practice how it works and then the risk management so that you don't blow your account. Please, I'm begging you. And like I said, there's an automatic program, but that is not yet ready as me and the broker were yet to still finalize. That one, you might not want to do all of this inputting of numbers. You just connect it directly to the account I'll be trading with, and then it works. But still trying to fix that up. Once it's done, yes, everybody can do that. If you get it, we can see. Now, like I said, the next thing we want to do is create a demo account we use to trade. So you go back to this reel option at the top here. You click on the reel. By the moment you click on the reel, you see there's a plus sign again. New account. You click on new account. You click on what? Demo account. Now, this is what we'll be using for practice till when we start proper. MT5, you choose your MT5. You have the standard, you have the ultra low. Yeah, I'm going to go for the ultra low. Depends on what you want. I'm going for the ultra low. You continue. Now we have USD, right? We have investment amount, you know what you want to put. I prefer you put what you feel like you're going to fund. If it's $10,000 you want to fund, fine. $5,000, fine. 3,000, 1,000, fine. Depends on what you want to fund. Okay? So you can pick 1,000. I'm picking 1,000 not because of that though. I'm still going to do a price that some other people might want to fund. Some other people might want to fund $100. Some other people might want to fund $200. But know that if you are going for the automatic, you cannot fund below $100 to $200. It must be that and above. Right? If you don't want any like stress free, you want to do it, it must be that and above. So the next thing, 100, 1,000, right? I'll click on continue. You see, they still ask me to what to set a password. So now you create the trading password that you want. Bam. Now, the moment you create it, you can see it here. You have the demo 1,000. Now you can click on the account. By the time you click on the account, you see it here, the ultra low demo 1,000, right? You can decide to set the balance and say, since I want to be trading with $100 account, let me leave the account at $100. You set the balance from 1,000 to $100 and you click on set. Now, by the time you click on set, you click on manage. You see, when you click on manage, you have account information, change leverage, account name, and all of this. You click on what? Account information. Now, by the time you click on account information, you can see it gives you the server now to use. This one is what? MT5 So you see that servers are unique to the account. Servers are unique to the account. MT5 then you have a different MT-ID. Are you getting it? MT5 and a different MT-ID. If you have been understanding me so far, please just type on, type on, type on. I want to be sure that we're on the same track. Type on. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Nice. So the next thing we're going to do is now connect this account. We connect it to what? To our broker. I'm going to stop sharing for this account. Then come back here on my other account to share. So I'm just simply going to click on share. All right then. So I'm just going to go straight. Click on your MT5 again. Move this to the side. Now, for you to be able to add your demo account, the next thing you want to do is click on the settings. Click on you, and you are going to see the plus sign. You click on it again. Now you see the server is already registered there. You click on it, XM Global Limited. Now it's going to ask you whether it's a real account or a demo account. And all you have to do is come to server. Now, what was the server that was given to us there? MT5 9. So we're using an existing account, MT5 9. Then it gave us a different what? A different login. Now you put in the login, the MT-ID. Remember, the MT-ID is your login. With me, 920. And then you put in the password that you created and sign in. If you miss any of these steps, it will tell you invalid account, and that's what most people are getting. Invalid what? Account. Now you see we have the accounts here ready and set to trade. 100. Are you getting it? Ready and set to trade. 100. So we're good. Remember, you still want to add the same thing, although it will be set here because of, okay, see, you still brought this whole thing out. So you can come here, remember the whole process, remove all of them, you delete all, you come here, you go to derivatives, you add cash indices, you look for US 100 cash, you add. You come here, derivatives, sports metal, ultra low, sports metals, ultra low, you click on gold, you add. That way we are good to go to trade it. Now, when it comes to trade, if I drop a signal and I say, oh, enterprise are so, you come to trade, right? I will write out the stop loss for you, the stop loss number. I will write it out exactly how it is. Now, if the stop loss number, where's price at now? Charts. Let me see the charts. Because the market is going to close by 10. So this is where the market is now. 2487,879. If I want quick execution, I'll come to this top here. There's this top here and click on sell. Quick execution. Now for 0.01, this lot size thing. Before I go into that, let me just show you how it's going to be. Before we now talk about lot sizing so that you know what you are risking. You click on sell. That is for the quick sell low. You can either click on this thing on your top right, the top right icon that looks red, white in the middle, and blue. You can click on it to bring out a quick icon for a sell. If I say sell, you can sell. But right now, it is not even working because it is. I think market is already closing. See, market has already closed, so there's nothing we can do. I thought the market was open, so they have already closed down the market and it's not open till 10. That is how it works. I'm going to write out the number for you and say, use this number to execute. It means that tomorrow we still won't have to come because I need us to be in a live market while we practice. Are you getting me? Be in a live market while we practice, but I'm still going to explain. Let me just stop sharing the screen now. If you understood all I said so far, please type on, please. Type on, type on, type on. Type on if you understood. Type on to be sure. Type, type, type. Very good, very good. I still want. That lost at the trade. Don't worry. The trading part we have tomorrow. We have Friday to practice it. We are going to practice. I'm not even broken it down yet because there's a lot to it, and so that we do not make mistake, right? So if we understood how to connect this thing, just let me know because I'm about to move on. I want to move on down to risk management and the trading part. Risk management and the trading part. That's why I would like to move to risk management and the trading part. If you already understand how to connect, I'll be very glad. If you have questions before I continue, please raise your hands. Let me know. Questions, 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 please. Any question for me? Do you have questions? No question, I guess. I think nobody has questions then. I'll try to send you a recording after the class. Okay, so I see that we don't have questions. And I'm just going to go about talking about this thing. Just give me a minute. So the next thing we're going to be talking about for us not to forget at all, and that will help us, is this thing called lot size and positioning. Now, this is one of the reasons many people blow their accounts because they don't know what lot size to use. And I'll be asking questions, and I need us to make it interactive so that we know where we're doing. If you know that you're going to be funding above $100, please just raise your hands. You're going to be funding above $100, please raise your hands. If you know you're going to be funding above $100, please raise your hands. Can everybody not hear me? Or are we tired already? We can decide to do the other part of the class tomorrow. I just need us to be comfortable in how we do it so that everybody gets it. All right, that's very good. So now, when it comes to this risk management thing, yeah, you need to always impute the right lot size. See, the maximum amount you can start with an amount you can afford to lose, right? It is not a get rich quick scheme, and as you grow, as you advance, you know your risk appetite. Start with an amount that you say, okay, I can afford to lose this amount. Let me just start with what is comfortable. But if you can do $500, I would advise you to do it. If you can do $1,000, I would advise you to do it. Because the higher the money, the lesser the risk you take, and the more the money you make. I don't know how to explain it. Because somebody that has $100 will be looking to make at least at the end of the month, wants to make like maybe $50 to $100, or even maybe more than that, which you can see is putting a lot of strain on the capital. It means that the positions you'll be looking to open will be higher, and they will cause more danger to your account than somebody that has a $2,000 account. If you are making 10% of your $2,000 account at the end of the month, it's just $200. And if you are risking like 5 to 10% of your account on a single trade, it is easy to make that amount. That 200, very, very easy, comfortable. You can even make it in one or two trades. Are you getting this? Can we make it in one or two trades or even lesser? Do you get? So the more your money, the lesser the pressure you are going to put on your account, and the more the money you make, because it will be comfortable. Because $200 is a lot for some people. 300 is a lot. Now, if you are now putting 1,000 and then looking to make 3 to 5,000 at the end of the month, that is when you'll be stressing your account. Is it doable? Yes. A lot is achievable in forex, but can you blow your money easily that way? Yes. Which is why you must take into consideration the lot sizing, and first of all, come into acceptance with your risk appetite. Your $100 can become $1,000 at the end of 3 months. And that is the truth. It can become $1,000 at the end of 2 months. It all depends on your risk appetite. But know that if you are aiming for that high amount of returns, if you are aiming for that high amount of returns, you should also be ready to encounter losses sometimes. Are you getting it? You cannot be aiming that high and then not expect maximum loss. Also, you're trying to do 10 times like 1,000x your account, because that's 1,000x, 10 times your account, and you are not expecting to lose your capital. So risk is where the problem is when it comes to copy trading. Because you don't understand the lot size, you don't understand what you're putting in, you just go ahead and blow up your accounts the way you like. Now, when it comes to trading, we have what we call the micro lot. I don't start with the nano lot because our account does not have sense. We have what we call the micro lot, the mini lot, the standard lot, and the standard lot size. Now, the micro lot starts with a 0.01 to 0.09. And let me just make it easy. If I put a trade for you, this is one thing you should just put in your head right now, because I will call a trade and I'll also tell you the amount in pips for the losses. This is the amount in pips for the losses so that you can calculate it by yourself. Now, if you enter a trade with 0.01, although NASDAQ lot sizing and gold lot sizing can differ. For the NASDAQ, 0.10 is the same thing as $1 per 10 pip. $1 per 10 pip. But for gold, 0.01 is what is $1 per 10 pip. For Nasdaq, 0.10 is what is $1 per 10 pip. Are you getting it? So we're going to be doing the calculation in per 10 pips movement, per 10 pips movement. So if you enter into a trade now with for gold, oh, say I say, okay, sell on gold, your stop loss is 30 pips, and you are going to enter with a 0.01. It means that you will do 1 times 3 or 0.01 times 3, which will end up giving you what? $3. Don't know if you are getting me, but I'll come again. So if you are using a micro lot and I say sell gold now, and you're entering with a 0.01, 0.01 means $1 per 10 pip. $1 per 10 pip. $1 what? Per 10 pips. So if the stop loss is 30 pips, on your own end, you should know that if the market should go against you 30 pips, you are losing $3. If I say enter with 0.01, you will know what you can afford to lose from your $100. But like I said, you should not be looking to risk more than 5 to 10% if your account is below $100 and below. You should not be risking more than 5 to 10%. And the risk of risking more than or risking about 5 to 10% is that if you are risking 5%, it means that in 20 trades, if we lose 20 trades back to back, you'll blow your account. And losing 20 trades back to back is not realistic. It's not possible for us to lose 20 trades back to back. If you lose 10 trades back to back, if you're risking 10% of your account, that's when you lose your account. Are you getting it? So the higher the percent you're risking per trade will determine how longer you have capital to trade. So you get, if you're risking 10% per trade, it means that if you have 10 wrong trades, you have blown your account. If you're risking 5% per trade, it means that if you have 20 wrong trades, that's when you blow your account. Now, if you're risking 20%, now if you're risking 20% per trade, it means that you need 5 wrong trades to blow your account. If you're now risking 50% per trade, just 2 trades will blow your account. So this is where if you don't understand it, you might lose your money even by next week. So first of all, ask yourself, what is 5 to 10% of my trading account? Mostly ask yourself 5% of my account. So 5% of a $100 account is $5. So that means per trade, you want to be risking nothing more than $5. Like, don't risk more than $5. Don't risk more than $5. So it means that if you're using a 0.01, the maximum pips you should enter on should not be more than 50 pips with your 0.01. So if that is the pips you are sticking to, if that is the lot size, sorry, you are sticking to 0.01, stick to it. You don't want to risk more than $5 if you are risking 5%. Are you getting me? Don't risk more than $5. Now, if you are risking 10%, it means that you don't want to risk. I'm talking for those that are using $100 account. It means that you don't want to risk more than what? More than $10. So you can be comfortable with even entering with a 0.2, 0.02 as your lot size, depending on the amount of pips for the stop loss. So if the pips is 30 pips stop loss, you can even enter with a 0.03 because 3 times 3 is 9, still not up to 10. I don't know if I are getting this math. If you are getting me, please type 1. Type 1, type 1, type 1. I need to break this down. Type 1. This will make it easy because we can come tomorrow and still do it But just to make sure that we're following now, type 1 if you're understanding me. It's only Kelvin that is understanding. If you don't understand, type 2. If you don't understand, type 2. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, let me come again. When you are trading, there's something called the lot size. Now, the lot size determines the volume, what you are risking. We have micro lots, we have mini lots, we have standard lots. Now, for the micro lot, we have from 0.01 to 0.09. You can also read about it in different articles like babypips.com for you to have a clearer understanding if you're not getting what I'm saying here. But I will try as much as possible to have this class today, still even have this class tomorrow, because this is the important part. This is where you can lose your money if you do not understand it. Every time I call a trade, I will always be telling you the amount of the pips. I will tell you, oh, the stop loss for this is 50 pips. The stop loss for this is 30 pips. The stop loss for this is 40 pips. I will always tell you the pips. Now, it is now left to you. If I say 40 pips, just know that it is a 4.0. If I say 50 pips, just know that it is a 5.0. If I say 100 pips, just know that it is a 10.0. So whatever loss size you are entering in, you times it by that amount of pips. So if I say it is 40 pips, know that it is 4.0. 30 pips, 3.0. Now, why am I saying it like that? So that by the time you come and do, where is that stuff? Don't know if I can. Just give me a minute. Yes, 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 yes. So by the time I come here now and I say, oh, enter NASDAQ or enter gold, stop loss is what? Is 30 pips. So 30 pips, 3.0, right? Now you have your nano lot or your micro lot, sorry. And you are telling yourself, I don't want to lose more than $5 in a day from my trades. I don't want to lose more than five. Anything that will make me lose more than $5, I don't want. Now, since you don't want to lose more than $5, the 3.0, it means that if you enter with a 0.02, now we have 0.01, 0.01 to 0.09. It simply means that $1 per 10 pip. If you enter with a 0.01 lot, now when you're about to execute a trade, you'll be asked to input a lot size on your MT5. That is why I say we'll do practical tomorrow. And the class we'll have tomorrow will hold earlier, to hold by 8, so that the market is still alive for us to be able to enter. Right now, market has closed and it's not open to 11. And I know that some of us have a lot of things to still do. For me, I have something to do by that time. So if you have a 0.01, it means $1 per 10 pip. $1 per 10 pip. A 0.09 means $9 per 10 pip. So if I tell you that the stop loss pips so is 30 pips, it means that if you enter with a 0.01, it will be a 0.01 times 3.0 or 3. Not the 0.01, it will be 1. Just use only 1. Let me use the ruler. Sorry. So if I say enter 30 pips and you don't want to lose more than $5, you can enter with a 0.01. Now 0.01 means $1 per 10 pips, right? So if the stop loss is 30 pips, you do 1 times 3. Or we can do 0.01 times 30. Go ahead and use your calculator right now and do 0.01, 0.01 times 30. Eh? I think I made a mistake in the calculation. So you have to do 0.01 times 30 times 10. 0.01 times 30 times 10, which I feel like is a long journey. So I'm trying to break it down to where you can understand. Times 10 is talking about this per 10 pip move. So just for us not to be confused, the easiest way is the 0.01. Anytime you see 0.01, it tells you it is $1. You get $1 per 10 pip move. Now, if price is moving in your direction 30 pips, it means that you're going to get $3. So the best thing you do for yourself, anytime you have a 0.01 at your lot size, and I tell you the pips is 30 pips, just times it by 3. 1 times 3 is going to give you what? It's going to give you 3. Now, with a 3 as your loss, you are still within your risk parameters. You are not losing more than $5. Now, if you go ahead and you say, oh, I want to use a 0.02, that means you are doing $2 per 10 pips. So it will be a 2 times 3.0, which will give you what? Which will give you a 6. And 6 is already above your risk parameters, except you are targeting a loss of $10, which is 10% of your $100 account. Are you getting me now? Are you getting me? Which is 10% of your $100 account. So your lot size matters. Your lot size, what? It actually matters. 0.01 to 0.09. 0.01 means what? $1 per pip. 0.02 means $2 per pip. 0.03 means $3 per pip. 0.04, $4 per pip. And on and on to get to 0.09, which means $9 per pip. Now, if you now go higher to a 0.10, 0.10 simply means $10 per 10 pip move. 0.01, $1 per 10 pip move. 0.02, $2 per 10 pip move. 0.03, $3 per 10 pip move. 0.04, $4 per 10, 0.09, $9 per 10 pip move. So by the time you now move to the mini lot size, now this mini lot size, I'll be expecting it for those that are trading up to a $500 account, $500 to $1,000 account. Now you can use the mini lot. With the mini lot size, a 0.10 simply means $10 per 10 pip. So if I say, oh, the stop loss is 30 pips, all you have to do is 10 times 3.0, which is going to give you what? $30. So on that trade, you'll be losing $30. So you get it? So the first thing first you want to have in mind is, how much am I willing to lose? That is what will determine how you use your lot size to enter. What is 10 to 5% of my account? I don't expect you to be risking more than maximum 10. 10 is quite steep. But yes, if you must risk, say that you have a very strong risk appetite because you want to grow your funds quickly, maximum 10% of your account. So if you have a $500 account, 10% of that account is what? Is $50. 5% of the account is what? Is $25. So if it is $25, it means that somebody like you, if I call a trade and the stop loss is the stop loss is 30 pips, you can enter with a 0.05. 0.05, price goes against you 30 pips, is $15. Now, if you're looking to risk 25 and the stop loss is 30 pips, you can still even enter with a 0.7, like 0.07, which is $21. It is still not even up to $5. But all you must calculate is, if I enter with this risk per 10 pip, how much will I lose from this trade? How much will I lose from this trade? That is what should always be in your mind. How much should I lose from this trade? The first thing you must determine is, what is 10% of my capital? That is the first thing you must determine. What is 10% of my capital? Now, if I'm not risking 10%, what is 5% of my capital? and then use your lot size to trade accordingly. Every time I enter the trade, I will tell you the stop loss in pips. Now, if the stop loss is pips, it's not something you can afford. It is okay to sit out the trade. If it is something you can afford, you can always enter into the trade, but do not over leverage. What I mean by over leverage is you know that you have the 10% of your account is already high enough. You're not risking 20 to 30% of your account. That is over leveraging because if the trade goes against you, you can lose your account. But if the market goes in your direction, you make a lot. So it all still depends on your what? On your risk appetite. So for those that are using $500 to $1,000 to trade, or even $300, you can use a mini lot. You can decide to say, oh, I'm risking $30 on this trade since it's 10% of my account. And since the pips is 10 pips, since the pips is 30 pips, you can go with a $10 per 10 pip move, which is a 0.10. Now, a 0.10 moving in your direction is going to give you 30 pips in loss. Now, if you moving against you 30 pips in loss, if you move in your direction 100 pips, you are immediately and automatically making $100. I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, just type one. Type one, please. If I'm still making sense. Type one, type one, type one, type one. Type one. Half. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I get you. I get you. But this is something that we need to understand. We need to understand. Lot sizing matters a lot. It matters a lot. And I think we should cut it here. This is already 10:23. Tomorrow, we're going to have a practical of how it works so that you see it for yourself. I think when you do the practical, you get to understand this better. So tomorrow's class will start by 8. But before that time, I will send in a material, maybe a link that we can watch that will explain lot sizing better to us. A link we can watch. You can even go on YouTube and check videos on it. But a link that we can watch or a PDF file we can go through that will still explain it. And I'll still come to tomorrow's class to come and explain how it works. Because if you miss out on this lot sizing, it will be hard for you to monitor your risk, which is very, very, very important. Is that good? All right then. So that will be the end of today's class. Any question? Any question before we call it a day? Any question? If you have question, please just raise your hand. Question? Yes, it's already recorded. It's recorded. I will need to edit it, and sometimes editing can take a while, just so that I can cut out the unnecessary places. If not, it's something that I can send immediately. But if I send it immediately, all the noises we had here and there, and it might not be direct. If people want me to send it immediately, I can just go ahead, upload it on YouTube, and send the link. But if you know that you don't want me to upload it immediately and cut out all the noise, you might have to wait till morning. Everything is necessary. Okay, no problem. I will just send it immediately, just as we want it. After now, upload on YouTube and send. Once I share the link, please, if you're not following the YouTube channel, make sure you follow the YouTube channel so that and put it on notification so that you can always get whatever videos we save there and then you can watch it. All right, then. That'll be all for today since we don't have any question. To be able to have a very lovely night. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is by 8. Don't miss it so that we can have a practical aspect of it. And I'll also send files to the group. Make sure you read those files before the class. And take good care, guys. That'll be all. Bye for now.